Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast, Sunday, January 28th, almost at the end of the month, guys, and coming off another successful night on the video picks, going 2-1. Golden State obviously didn't cover that full game. You know what, Boston, I think in the end of the season, that's when you're going to see them start to fall off, because when you lose a Gordon Hayward, obviously you gave some pieces away. There's no more Jake Crowder, so I think towards the end, okay, because yesterday they played a great game. They really did. They hung in there like champs, and after they sustained that 10-0 run to open up that third quarter, then is when they really knew they were in that ball game. So, hey, I own it when I lose. I called that one wrong, but we did knock the other two out of the park and got it done. So that makes us 4-2 in the last 6, guys. Let's keep that momentum going today. I got 4 picks. Let's start off with college basketball. Number 6, Michigan State. All right. They're playing against Maryland. Michigan State 7-2 in the Big Ten this year. This is Tom Izzo. This is that time of year when he really get his squad to believe and to buy what the hell he's selling. And he is one hell of a good coach. He's playing against Maryland, and Maryland is just really, really struggling right now. They've lost 4 out of 6. The team has not responded, to some challenges from inside, because they did. They had a team meeting, stuff of that nature. They were out-rebounded 19 of 22 of their games this year. So on the boards is definitely not their strength. Michigan State is longer. This is that time of year again, and they pounded this team by 30 points on January 4th. We're pulling the trigger, baby. Michigan State Spartans on the full game, -6. Then let's jump down to number 1, Villanova, baby. I know that they have a major player out. We all know that. They're coming off of the loss of Phil Booth. But here's the thing. Here's a team that steps up in every other category. Phil Booth contributes 11.6 points a game. All right. He definitely is a leader on and off the court there. But that team is not built around sand. There's a solid foundation there. Coach Jay Wright will get it done. And I've got a lot of respect for ex-player and now coach of Marquette, Steve Wojciechowski. But Jay Wright will out-coach him today. Here's where I think the advantage is most important, because everybody's talking about this impact, and I understand it's a huge impact. So what they want to do is have the next man up mentality, and they want to start that out fresh. They want to grab that advantage in the first half to prove to themselves that they can carry on life without Phil Booth. This is okay. He's been injured before. This team will get it done. We're pulling the trigger, baby, with Villanova Wildcats on the first half, -4. Okay, I like this play. Ooh, I like this play. I think if they're going to get it done, they got to prove it to themselves early, and I think that they're just that much of a deeper team and a better quality team than Marquette. So that is, again, the first half -4. Now, let's roll into some NBA. We got somebody going to pay for that shit game. You're damn right. Here we go. Matter of fact, we got 2 of them, and I'll explain the second one. But Houston Rockets, all right, they lost by 1 point. They crawled back into that game against New Orleans Pelicans, and what a devastating night it ended up being for the Pelicans, because that team not only was picking up strength, winning 7 out of 8, they're fun to watch. That dynamic duo is real. They prove it night in and night out, but by God, one of the worst things you could have to happen to an athlete happened, and DeMarcus Cousins going to be gone for the year, major knee damage. That's a damn shame. But as Anthony Davis said, somebody's got to step up. You got to have that mentality. We got to keep the spirit on. We got to keep playing on. So, but that was a devastating game for the Pelicans, even though they beat Houston. So now Houston comes in. They're pissed off. They crawled back in, and you've got a point guard that's showing, yep, this is where I belong. He fits in much better in Houston than he did at the L.A. Clippers. I'm talking about Chris Paul. You got another player, an elite player, okay, that thinks he was snubbed in the All-Star game, just like we had the other night when we had Paul George from OKC. Remember that one? That ticket cashed. Here's another one of those All-Star snub ticket cashers with Brenner, and it's somebody going to pay for that shit game on top of it because of their 4-game losing streak that got snapped against the Pelicans. And I'm telling you right now, the Pelicans owned them throughout 3 quarters. But Houston, pissed off at home against the Suns. We're pulling the trigger, baby, on the first quarter, -4. Devin Booker, all right, he's realizing this is a hell of a lot more than he can handle if he's got to shoulder the whole load there. And the frustration is showing. Last game out, he got a big technical foul. That's going to spill over. I'm telling you, his reputation, that kid is awesome, but he's letting it get inside his head, and that's what happened against the New York Knicks and Tim Hardaway Jr. Jr., but you got Houston. There's too many factors. They're going to bury this team in the first quarter. Pull that trigger, baby, and do it with comfort. And then we're going to jump down to our last pick of the day. I got my wife over there. She's saying, come on, honey, we got plans. All right, Cleveland versus Detroit. Throw it on. Hold on. I'm going to give you time. Throw it on. Throw it on. Okay, guys, thanks. Let it out because I'm riding this one, baby. Here's another one. Somebody's still going to pay for that shit, and I'm talking about the first quarter with the Cleveland Cavaliers at home against Detroit. All right, it's ass-kicking time. They kicked the dog shit out of Indiana. They did it from start to finish. I don't care who tells me what. From quarter to quarter, they own that team. They have got to, if they want any chance of being a threat in the East, they got to put that back-to-back performance together. And what better team to do it against than Detroit, for crying out loud. Talk about a Jekyll and Hyde team. They're just a bad team. Avery Bradley turned out to be a terrible pickup for Detroit. All right. Hell, Boston, they got a good player out, but Detroit has received nothing in compensation. All right. A bad team, and Andre Drummond's carrying the load. There's only so long that he can continue to do it. The big man will wear down, and you got Cleveland now with something to prove. That wasn't a one-game fix-all. Okay, everything's great. Hell no. That major reconstruction job is just now taking place. I'm telling you right now, Detroit with its inconsistencies, Cleveland with its back up against a wall, all right? Pull that trigger, baby, on the Cavaliers first quarter -2. Call me crazy, throw it on me. I'm telling you, and I've said it before, I'm just not going to change my style, guys. We're still going to come out on top. And yesterday, I owe it to my private pick, guys. Today's a big day. You stay tuned. I got you covered today, big time. All right, guys, let's review the picks. We got 4 in total. Michigan State Spartans, number 6 in the country. We're going to ride them on the full game -6. Then we're going to jump down to number 1 Villanova Wildcats. We're going to cash that first half ticket as they make a statement against Marquette. First half is -4. And then in the NBA, 2 of them, somebody going to pay for that shit. Houston Rockets on that first quarter -4. That's a big number. Don't let it scare you. And Cleveland Cavaliers. That's right, guys. First quarter -2. I can hear it now. Boo, boo. That's all right. I'm telling you, you're talking about egos. Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas. There's too much pressure on this Cleveland team, and there's not enough talent on Detroit. Cleveland gets it done on that first quarter. 4 quality picks, guys. Hell, let's get a sweep of the board today and then start out Monday, just really, really sitting heavily on top of the bookie. But in the meantime, guys, make sure you pay it forward. It's Sunday. Enjoy some family time. We did it yesterday. Had an awesome big picnic. Had a throwdown with some ribs, some chicken, the whole 9 yards. Had a blast. Didn't even think about the business in mind. I just enjoy my life after these videos are done. Sure, I'm going to catch the game as a fan now and again, but also Super Bowl, we will be breaking that one down, and we will be doing some live coverage there. But today, bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bank with Brenner, and make sure you spend that quality time with family. Pay it forward. Help somebody else out along the way, because it goes a long way in this life. And don't forget, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby. We're picking up steam on these video picks. Let's continue today.